Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's Rod D with the Orange Ninja News coming back at you. Yo, today I'm talking about Puerto Rico and some more ASAP Rocky news, tariffs, something about the Kennedys, and Meek Mills. I think I'll start off talking about Puerto Rico. As you know, the governor has resigned in Puerto Rico because of text messages he said that he think somebody else to see, and he was getting messages, friends and such, and people that were supposed to be in confidence. Nobody else supposed to see the messages. Of course, it was some messages that people would find offensive. Some people would find offensive, so he ended up stepping down after all that protesting and stuff. And they're like, corruption. I'm like, yo, what state don't have corruption? I mean, I think that was kind of jumping the gun, because the simple fact is, you don't even have nobody to replace them with. And that whole narrative of corruption, you hear more of that coming from the state side. Keep trying to say Puerto Rico has too much corruption, but the state side can't really say that because they got more corruption than anybody else. So I just think that was jumping the gun. I'm like, if the people speak, that's what they want. They want the man to step down. Yeah, that's cool. But whenever he go to step down, have somebody already set up to replace the man. Don't just do something out of haste and don't even have nothing set up. And like I say, what state don't have corruption? I mean, you got, as far as looking at people texts and messages they sending, you know, it's been way worse messages than that's been tweeted by some of the people over it, you know. I ain't even gonna get into that part. But anyway, I don't like getting too political. I don't do that political stuff. It just happened right there, like I'm saying, that was jumping the gun to me. And next, let's get on this ASAP Rocky joints. Okay, well, ASAP Rocky is now free, but the Swedish court said they ain't gonna hand down the sentence till the 14th of this month. And if he got to go to jail, he would just have to turn himself back in and go to jail. He's free for right now. I'm pretty sure he's over here in the States right now because he was hopping on the plane. As soon as they let him out, that's what he said, straight to the airport. And they let him leave the country. So a lot of people saying, well, damn, if you let him leave the country, then most likely they ain't gonna sentence him to jail, because even though they ain't gonna do the sentencing until the 14th, why would you let the man leave the country saying he have to come back? Anybody in their right mind, if I'm in your country and y'all got a lot of BS going on and I leave, you gotta worry about me coming back. That's it. Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I go ahead and turn in my passport. Y'all keep that shit. I'm home sweet home, baby. Damn that shit. Yeah, man. So, yeah. So the sentence is the 14th. We'll see what happened with that. I mean, the whole thing. If you just hearing about the story, I'll do a quick recap on that one. That's the one where there's a videotape of the guys harassing him, following him around, and you can see that the guys were clearly on some drugs. I say most likely some bath salts or something like that. They was really out of it and just really erratic and aggressive, and nothing turned you into a pit bull like that except some kind of weird ass shit like some bath salts or something like that. Anybody with sense know if it was weed or something, they would just get the munchies or get sleepy or something like that. Just want to chill. They was on some strong shit, and it wasn't that sugar booger. Couldn't be that nose candy, because they just be happy as hell and high as hell and just want to party. They was on some weird shit that day, and so they was like trying to fight ASAP Rocky and his dudes, and kept following him around. At one point in the video, they even run from these guys, and these guys are running their ass off and just run them down. I mean, whatever they did, they couldn't get away from them. So it was straight up self-defense. And they only got just smacked around a little bit. I mean, it ain't like they really got hurt. And they could have got way worse than that. And they was over the state side here in these streets and ran up on the wrong person. It would have been way worse than that. So they just got a couple of little, hey, get out my face taps. That's all they got. Started crying like some punks. Trying to get the man locked up, ain't that something? Started but couldn't finish it. They had to go run to mommy and daddy. So that's a recap on that situation. The good thing, hey, the man's home. I ain't tripping on it. Shit's over with for now. We'll see what they talking about on the 14th. Next is the tariffs. Tariffs on China. So the president said he's gonna put 10% more tariffs on them. And if you don't know what that means, it's gonna make everything that's coming out of China, which we get a lot of goods out of China. iPhones, if you like those Jordans, most of the tennis shoes, a lot of the electronics. I mean, it's going really, especially with the whole back to school thing coming up, man. It's going to hurt a lot of people's pockets, man. It's the regular working class family that's going to be messed up. I mean, if you papered up and you're rich, you ain't got to worry about it. It's the regular man that's going to be messed up on that one. But yeah, it's going to be a 10% tariff with the little trade war they got going on. And yeah, it's going to make the price of a lot of stuff skyrocket. A lot of stuff you don't even think about, man, actually come out of China. You don't look on the back of everything to see made in USA, made China, made wherever. I'm telling you right now, as a dude that drive trucks and haul these containers around, most of this stuff coming out of China, bro. You look for your pocket to be hurt, I'm trying to tell you. Next, we got Robert F. Kennedy's granddaughter. She died at their family compound in Massachusetts. Sarah's, I think it's pronounced Sarah's, but Sarah's Kennedy Hill. She was 22 years old. She died of what they call a apparent drug overdose, which is really messed up. Right now, for some reason, a lot of the heroin and some of these heavy drugs that people really wasn't messing off with are starting to become popular. I mean, stuff like heroin, that whole thing actually died back with the whole Vietnam War and everything. After that, people quit messing off with that type of crap. But, you know, with the resurgence of that and everything's being cheap with it, so now we're starting to get all these overdose off of those heavy drugs like that when regular people wasn't even messing off with that for a while, man. So, yeah, condolences to the Kennedy family. Yeah, that's real messed up. That's tragic. All right. Well, next is Meek Mills. Meek Mills got his case dropped, so of course he's a free man. He ain't got to go through no more drama. They said something about you could still have some case, but they basically like, nah, you know what? We ain't gonna go through the motion. It's basically over. And it was about time. I mean, him the man up over popping the wheelie, you know, that's just being ridiculous. So it was about time they cut that man some slack and let it go. Only sad part about it, now I'm hearing cats like, oh well, he must be clicked up with the Illuminati because how you just get your case dropped all of a sudden. And then now he's teaming up with Jay-Z. And you know Jay-Z, he's the Illuminati and this and that. And the real Meek died in jail. That's actually a clone. The Illuminati made a clone of the man. Man, shut the hell up. That stuff is so damn stupid. If you made a clone, why would you make a clone of a rap dude? Why wouldn't you make a clone of a world leader, like, say, a president of a different country you're trying to control? Something like that. I mean, if the clone technology was that good, it'd probably cost billions of dollars just to make one clone. I wouldn't see wasting that on making a clone of a damn rapper. What the shit are you talking about? But stuff that makes sense when thinking about Meek Mills is, you know, I have to think, what if Nicki Minaj was still with him? Because, you know, Nicki Minaj is with her man's that she was linked up with from back in the day. Only thing is, she's the breadwinner in that relationship. She's bringing home the bacon. She's the one making the money. You know what I'm saying? If she stayed with Meek, they would have been another power couple. Just like Jay-Z and Beyonce, Kanye and Kim. You know, you try to link up with people that's likewise. You know what I'm saying? Especially for a chick. She'll want to link up with a dude that's getting his own paper. Cause if everything, if something fall off and stuff ain't popping like it used to, she need somebody to step up. They got their own game. It's kind of, I don't know. I ain't never understood why a female will link up with a dude that make less a paycheck than her. I never seen no reasoning in that. I'm definitely not hating on Nicki Minaj. I ain't got nothing but love for her. She's very talented, and she put in hard work, man. Got a lot of music out. Always doing shows, always working with somebody. So, I mean, she's really popping. But now Meek is popping where he's back on the top of his game right now. Yeah, his paper is stacking up like a mug right now. That man's building his empire right now. So if they were still linked up, you know what I'm saying? That's just something I be thinking about. Like, man, what could have been? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So it's been fun hanging out with y'all. I'm gonna cut this one short and I'm gonna go a little longer tomorrow. But that's all the little news articles that I found that interested me for today, and that's trending topics they had popping off. So that's some of the top little stories right there. Tomorrow I'm gonna hit y'all off a little bit longer. Man, kind of busy today. I gotta do a little something. All right. As always, y'all be blessed. Peace. I'm out.